Hello again, plant people. Welcome back. Today I got an exciting little episode for you. It's a return episode. It's a follow-up. A while back, was February 22nd, about 6 weeks ago, give or take, I did a little project. I had rehabilitated this side yard succulent little wall here that I had built last time at this year. And what I had done is I had replanted it with some fresh soil, some fresh plants. And then what I really did is I also added in some metal mesh wire to the bottom of these. Now before, when I built them last year, that was something that I kind of sped through and wanted to add but didn't add at the time, and so I kind of regretted it, and so I went back, replanted it. If you want, I will attach that video here, and you can, if you want to go back and see this project being built, hopefully I'll have a link attached, and you can go back and kind of see what I did. But I wanted to come back about 6 weeks later because it's always good to come back to your projects and check on them whenever possible. For me, it's a really great way to see if what I did is working out. I've been watering them. I did have some light fertilization in there when I first got them planted with some starter fertilizer. And so now that it's been well over a month, and it's a lot warmer weather now, you can see they're starting to put off some fresh growth. A lot of new growth in there, starting to emerge. And so right now is a really good time. That's why I've actually already got in there, refertilized with some fresh, just all-purpose fertilizer for them. Just a little bit, some granule, a little organic fertilizer for them. And so I think they're going to do really well, because what it is I have these plants kind of planted way too close in a very small pot that really isn't even that deep. This truly isn't an ideal situation for plants to just be ultra healthy with little care. But because of what I want to do, and I want them to grow and produce a nice little wall of color and flowers right here. This is on my side gate. This is actually my side yard. You can see here I'm kind of babysitting my buddy's dog. Hey there, hey Trapper, how you doing, baby? And so you can see I got a lot of work to do. I've got some projects here. I got some onions that I'm growing just for funsies. These were all green onions that I just brought home from, that were just leftovers from, when you cook at home. When you cut the little butts of the onions and you have the little ends there, instead of throwing them out, I threw them in here and they're kind of growing. But I've kind of neglected. You see, they're actually prematurely flowering. But anywho, that's another project. But you can see I've got a sweet little setup here, because I have a little spot where I really love to grow. But this is the project that I wanted to come back to, because like I said, we did it about 6 weeks ago. I want to make sure everything's growing good. What it is this is also, you can see this is the time of the day. It's later in the afternoon here. And even though it's spring, I can already feel the warmth of the sun on me. And what it is this spot on this wall during the summertime just gets cranking hot. There's just so much heat pouring off this wall right here, kind of and radiating onto these plants. And and succulents, they're pretty durable plants, and they can handle the heat. But I mean, like I said, there are a lot of plants kind of packed together in a tiny little spot with very little soil. I mean, they really only have about 3.5 inches of dirt in there. And so it's a very tight quarters. So we want to make sure we keep them well watered, keep them moist, keep them fertilized, so that way we can kind of just keep the nutritional level in that soil at a really high level, so that way the plants aren't just battling each other for nutrition as they grow. Because I really want the trailers, I got donkey tail there, I want the aeonium to grow tall, I want the trailers to grow nice and long and hang down, and eventually fill this in just a bit. So the trick is going to be to keep them properly irrigated through the spring and summer. I might end up actually adding an irrigation system to them, which is going to be a little tricky to do because of where they're located, but not impossible. So we'll see how it goes. But like I said, the issue is going to be to monitor all the heat coming off this wall and make sure it doesn't just totally just ravage them and dry them out. But you know what, ultimately I think it's doing really well for a 6-week checkup. It's kind of like going to the dentist. Say, hey, let's see your 6 months checkup. This is our 6th-week checkup. I think it's doing really well. I don't see a ton of stress, or really any stress, in the plants. They're doing really well. Some of these plants were actually put in here as cuttings, but I don't see them doing too poorly. Honestly, in my opinion, they're doing well. I mean, what do you think? I mean, feel free to speak up in the comments if you like it, if you don't like it, if you think I should do something, or there's ways I can improve. Maybe you're doing stuff at home that I'm not thinking of. Maybe there's a solution to all that heat problem. I don't know. Maybe, either way, I think it's looking pretty good. But I would love to hear your feedback if you'd like to share it with me. If you like this video or enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you back here at Field Trippin' for a lot more plants adventures. The story is yet to be told. Bow.